So, last week we covered the M4A1S and today we're covering its counterpart, the M4A4. And while before CSGO there was only one M4, since CSGO there has always been a conversation which out of the M4s is better. So which one is it? The silenced one or the unsilenced version? Obviously it depends. And just like with the previous episode, we're gonna go through the stats, look at the pros and cons, and then look at how to use it properly and when to use it properly. And at the end, let's see if we can answer the question. But before that guys, don't forget to check out the giveaway in the description down below. This is the last episode for the op giveaway, so have fun, go through all of the videos, comment down below, and on Sunday I will reveal the winner. And here's a quick sneak peek of the new item that I will be giving away for the next month. The exact date will drop soon in the next video, and it would be amazing if you would decide to support me by joining the membership program. And now let's go into the stats of the M4A4. So starting off, price 2,900, the same as the counterpart. The damage per body shot is 33. I'm gonna also put up on screen right now a graph that shows you a more detailed view of how much damage the gun does. The fire rate is higher at 666 RPM. The magazine is 30 rounds with 19 reserve. The accurate range is 28 meters and the reload time is around 3.1 seconds. Movement speed is 225 units. The damage fall off is at 3% at 12.7 meters and the armor penetration is at 70%. And one thing that was mentioned in the previous video, the damage fall off on this gun is better compared to its counterpart, and therefore you are able to kill someone at far distances faster than compared with the M4A1S. And now let us look at the spray pattern. So the spray pattern moves basically, I would say, the same as the silenced version. However, it is more aggressive. You need to pull down and move your mouse in general more compared to the other versions. So it starts off by pulling down and then going slightly to the right, compensating fast to the left, and then moving back into the middle. And here, quick tip, after a couple of rounds, decide maybe to press the crouch button, because that helps you to compensate the recoil pattern if you haven't done it properly, since you will be pulling down the overall shots, and hopefully through that motion you might land a headshot. And with that said, let us now move to the pros and the cons of the M4A4. Starting off with the pros. So first of all, the high fire rate compared to its counterpart, because it has 666 RPM, it is especially lethal in close quarters and it is better suited when you are being rushed. And on top of that, you have the larger magazine size with the extra in reserve, which is always good. And as I said, you will need this for multi-kills, for spraying down, and especially if you're getting rushed, having a 30 round mag is better compared to having only 20 and shooting slow. And another pro thing about the M4A4 is that it's versatile and consistent, meaning it is effective across all ranges. And as I said previously, unlike the M4A1S, you will be able to get a 4-hit kill, where the silenced version will have to shoot 5 bullets because of its faster damage drop off. And overall, I would say the M4A4 is better for an aggressive CT playstyle, since obviously the silenced version is more, I would say, for a lurker role, or if you just want to play more passively. And now let us move on to the cons. So first of all, it is unsilenced, meaning the shots are going to be heard across the map, and therefore it is not suitable for playing more stealthy positions. And then we have the recoil pattern. This one is more complex compared to its counterpart. The silenced version is a laser beam, I would say. It is very simple to learn, and this one has a bit more of a skill jump, I would say. However, if you're able to master it, you will reap its benefits. And then adding on top of that point is that it's slightly less precise at long ranges, and that is because of the aggressive recoil pattern. Yes, the M4A1S will do less damage on long ranges, however, it is more precise on long ranges. So you therefore have to decide which is more important to you. And now let us move on to how to use the M4A4 effectively. So first of all, I would say it's perfectly for playing aggressively or anchor sites. Use its ammo, its fire rate to hold down pushes and therefore create pressure on the enemy team. You have more bullets, you are able to spray more, you can shoot through smokes more, and you might get a hit on an enemy. Then it is important to learn the recoil pattern, because in close ranges, spray with this gun, especially if the enemy rushes you. However, if you're moving up to mid to long ranges, shoot bursts. I would say somewhere between 2 to 5 shots. And that is because you're only pulling down with your mouse in those specific shots. And then when should you use it? So depending on the position you play and the overall economy of the enemy team, it is vital to understand if you should take the M4A4 or the A1S. If the enemy is most likely going to do an eco or a rush, go with the M4A4. And that is simply because you might get rushed, and having the extra fire rate and the extra bullets might be the decider of being able to hold the push or just dying outright. And on top of that, understand where you're playing. For example, let's take Inferno Banana. Here it's a spam city, so having more bullets is important, and therefore the M4A4 might be a better choice than going with the simple A1S. Always understand where you're playing. Is it important to have more bullets, more fire rate, or is it more important for you to be stealthy, I would say, or more passive? And as I said, understand the economy of the enemies, and with these criteria, try to make a decision if it makes more sense to go with the A4 than with the A1S. And with that said, guys, that was the tutorial for the A4, and as always, let me know down in the description below which one do you favor. Let's find out together. I know I've asked this question in the previous video, but I still want to know, especially from newer viewers. And as always, guys, don't forget to check out all of the relevant links down in the description below. This is the last video for the giveaway, so check out also the playlist that I've made in the description and go through all the videos so you can be entered in the giveaway, because I will select a video by random. And with that said, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. A special thanks to my supporters, Dennis, die Katze,